Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am back to do something very special. I am here to give out another, well not another, but another Pokemon top 10 list. And by another, I mean like following the trend that every Pokemon YouTuber has ever done. But unlike other Pokemon YouTubers, I have Pokemon that I have no idea on why I love now, but I just do. Now, you know, many people love Pokemon like Infernape, Blaziken, Charizard. Don't know why I said all fire starters. When you look at my favorite top 10 Pokemon list, it's weird as hell. They're very close to being top 1. Of course, Gardevoir will never be. Gardevoir will always be top 1, but like still. So, I am here today to talk about my top 11 favorite Pokemon. And like a very interesting critic said...
Top 11? Because I like to go one step beyond.
Here's my top 11 favorite Pokemon. Alright, let's get started. Number 11. What can my favorite Pokemon for number 11 be? What is my... It's Boldron. Yeah, he was my second rock type I have ever used. Boldron is very much a cool looking Pokemon. It got spikes. I like the spider legs it has. And honestly... it's definitely, but I don't know. I think the preference for my favorite Pokemon are Pokemon that are just really underrated, weird as hell, or just, I just like using. So, so I never evolved Boldron. And Boldron, it looks cool. It's not just, oh, it's just a pile of rocks or something. Like, it is just a pile of rocks, but like, it kind of looks so creepy. Like, it's a rock monster, but it doesn't have like a Pokemon like status. Like Geodude has like human eyes, or you know, it's based on an animal. This thing is like the most realistic rock. Like, it's so weird. Gen 5 is probably my favorite generation because not only do I have a lot of favorite Gen 5 Pokemon that are from Gen 5, but like, it just gets creative. And then, you know, it's just, Boldron I feel like, to me, is a really cool rock type. On to number 10. Number 10 is gonna be a weird one, and I am disappointed that everyone kind of hates it, and that is the Hisuian form of Avalog. Avalog. I am a protector of Avalog, will defend this giant ice turtle. I was pretty happy that Avalon, a very underrated, very kind of bad Pokemon, finally got something. And honestly, Hisuian Avalon is really cool in my personal opinion with design-wise. Like, I know it's like Avalon getting more of like a rock-like body and like axes, but Hisuian Avalon is still really cool. First of all, Noble Hisuian Avalon is horrifyingly awesome. Like, I love how gigantic. Like, the thing is bigger than... The thing is wide. He's a wide boy. He's long. And I just love Hisuian Avalon. I feel like he's too underrated. Like, I know his shiny's kind of bad, but I just love that Avalon is finally getting something. I personally love Avalon's design. I know it's just a living iceberg, but like, making it into a giant turtle iceberg like not even influencing a lot of turtle. It's more of just like a literal iceberg around a turtle is just really cool. Pun intended. But honestly, I just love it. He's really cool. Pun intended, like always. He's just a sweet Avalon. I love him. And I will kill you if you talk smack to my boy. So, yeah. I love assuming Avalon haters. Number 9. I hope that was like 9. Number 9. What can number 9 be? It's Overquill. It's Overquill. I absolutely love Overquill. Like, Overquill just looks awesome. The giant, monstrous pufferfish. Like, that sounds epic. But giving this boring design of a quillfish and evolving it into a giant, awesome, monstrous Pokemon is just amazing. I love the new evolutions that Pokemon has given to old Pokemon. Like, seeing Overquill, using Overquill, seeing how damn big it is, it's gigantic. Like, normal Overquill is already 8'10", which is like 5 inches taller than Alpha Gardevoir. Like, this thing is massive. Like, you go from a tiny little fish into a giant whale of a Pokemon. Like, Dark Poison, masterful type. And the best part about it is that it's only weak to ground. But wait, Overquill is a fish. It will learn a bunch of water moves. I know it's bigger quillfish just with giant spikes. But like, I don't care. It's awesome. A Suing quillfish, but sadly, you have to have a Suing quillfish to evolve into Overquill. But still, it's a really cool design, and honestly, many people don't disagree with me. So yeah. Number 8. Number 8 is actually going to be my favorite flying type. What is my favorite flying type? It's Corviknight. Giant metal bird. It is the most superior regional bird. Regional birds are really cool and epic in their own right, but like Corviknight just destroys them. Literally. I mean, yeah, Talonflame's is fire type, but like, who cares? He's gigantic. His eyes show fear. Like, legit fear. This thing is 7'3". That's a giant ass bird. Like, Corviknight, like Corvisquire, cool, Rookidee's decent, and it evolves. Masterpiece. When I started Pokemon in Pokemon Shield, I used Rookidee and then evolved it into this beast. Its attack stat, beautiful. Its defense, monstrous. Its moves are bad, I gotta admit, but who cares? You can have the worst moves and you'll still KO Pokemon. Like, it's gigantic. It's an awesome metal bird. I love the lore that it has with the other metal birds. Skarmory, who also is really cool. But like, Corviknight is just awesome. Gigantamax, awesome. Shiny, awesome. This bird is superior in all the categories of cool bird. It's a bird. Birds are cool. I love birds just as much as I love dragons and bugs. But like, this thing is awesome. Like, its name is pretty cool. Whenever you hear Corviknight, you think of like a valiant bird of some kind, and that's exactly what it is. I love that. And I also love the lore with Tinkaton. It's kind of funny. Like, even though there might be a day where a cooler flying type comes around, I think Corviknight to me will be the epic, awesome, giant bird in the awesome best flying type. Overall, Corviknight, I love you, man. And you are a cool ass giant bird. Number 7, my favorite number. Okay, number 7 was actually the hardest decision I actually made. But the one Pokemon that I think is so underrated is Heatmore. Heatmore. What do I even say? Heatmore is getting some love in Levitation, but I think it needs way more. He's like this tanky, big, fat-looking anteater. Like, I love that they gave him an amazing shiny as well as its own primary move, Fire Lash. Fire Lash is deadly. At least they're giving them something. And I love the lore that Heatmore and Durant go through. Like, Heatmore is just so cool. Like, I wish that they gave him a fire ground type to make him better. Because pure fire is garbage, honestly. Okay, it's not that bad, but like, still. But like, at least, it learns tons of moves, at least. That's so good, and it has decent stats. It's just so tanky looking. I love Heatmore for how awesome it is. Like, it's big, brutish, and like, reason. Its shiny is god tier. I love its shiny. I want to, at some point, when Heatmore is brought back, when he does, I'm definitely hunting for that thing. Heatmore is just such a cool Pokemon, based on a cool animal. But Heatmore, to me, is an underrated Pokemon, another underrated Pokemon that I just adore to love. I even bought a plush of it. Like, that's how much I love Heatmore. I love Heatmore so much, and I think people should love it more. Okay, number 6 is gonna be kind of a weird one, because I've actually talked about this Pokemon before. That Pokemon is going to be Gallade. Gallade. Where do we even get started? At first, I didn't really like Gallade. Like, I thought it was good, but then when I thought about it, when I used it, when I realized how much love Gallade is actually getting, I just thought, I'm a Gallade fan. Honestly, I love the love that people are giving Gallade. Like, Gallade, like, I'm realizing how many people actually love Gallade. Like, it's a really cool Pokemon. And yeah, hell yeah, it's a really cool Pokemon. Shiny's not as good as Shiny Gardevoir, but like, still, Mega, like I said in that video, it's badass. Its moves are badass. And I love the psychic. And I love that a psychic being can be a battler at the same time. But like, it still looks good. I want this Pokemon to be in Pokemon Unite. Why not? I mean, they're giving it new moves. Game Freak knows that Gallade, though not as popular as Gardevoir, is still really popular. They technically gave him a primary move. They gave him a new ability, Sharpness, which is horrifying. Like, they're giving him, Gallade, so much love. And mind you, it was from a Pokemon that I already got some love. Like, Gardevoir and Gallade are such an awesome duo. They're the best Pokemon duo from Pokemon. Like, I love Gallade right now, and it is going up and up and up with my love for it. Such a cool Pokemon, and I think many people see how cool it is. Game Freak knows that, and they're giving it so much love. And Gallade definitely deserves that love. Okay, number 5 favorite Pokemon. Going to be, it is Metagross. In I can't wait to talk about Metagross in his own video, but like right now, Metagross is just so awesome. Like its design is based on a computer, but it doesn't even look like a computer. Metagross is the first Steel Psychic type. It's a pseudo-legendary, and that's awesome. These are are just usually dragons, minus Tyranitar, who just looks dragon-like. And I love that Metagross is not just a strong Pokemon. It's a pseudo-legendary. It's epic. It's awesome. It's a metal thing. I don't even know what Metagross is. Like a UFO with legs or something? Like, it's such a unique design, and I've barely seen people talk about this thing. Shiny Metagross is the most epicest, awesomest Pokemon to ever exist, and I can't wait for Metagross to come back to me, because Metagross is a badass Pokemon. I love the giant Steel X. I love how intimidating it looks. I love that it looks so physically bulky, but it also has psychic powers at the same time. Creativity that Pokemon has. And Metagross, to me, is just an epic pseudo-legendary. It's my favorite Pokemon. I can't wait to get like a plush of it or something. Metagross is a Pokemon that I just love. Like, it's definitely up there with my favorite Steel type. Like, Metagross is just so wicked. I love Metagross. Like, I want more of Metagross. And who to blame me? Metagross is just really badass. My favorite pseudo-legendary, and that's definitely deserved of the number 5 spots. That's a number 4. But the one Pokemon that I'm so glad is getting so much love, that is Mimikyu. Mimikyu is just so awesome. Like, it's the first Ghost Fairy, which is a good type. It's only weak to 3 types, which is always a good thing. Its overall lore is just god tier. Like, Mimikyu is not a Pikachu clone. It's a Pikachu wannabe. Mimikyu is such an awesome Pokemon. And if it wasn't for Chad the Mimikyu, I think Mimikyu would just be cool or something. But like, thanks to my experience of using Chad, but like, she is a Chad. Disguise was god tier in Gen 7. Though not as good as in Gen 8 or Gen 9, but like still really good. It's shiny, though basic, is still really cool. And I love how much it hates Pikachu, just like myself. Definitely gonna be my favorite ghost type. I love the ghost type as well, they're really cool looking, but like Mimikyu, it's just so cool. Overall, Mimikyu as it is adorable. I love the little dots on the body are actually its real actual eyes. I want to hug this thing, which I can because it's 8 inches. That's like the amazing head. And I just love Mimikyu. I love its unique typing. I love the Z move that it gets. And I love that many people are noticing on how much love that Mimikyu is getting. And that is an awesome thing. I think everyone knows what number 3 spot is. It's this guy. Yep. It's this guy. Durant. I am probably going to be the biggest fan of Durant. Durant was my first favorite Pokemon. This small, tiny ant was my favorite Pokemon. When I saw and used this Pokemon, I fell in love with Durant. I barely see Durant be talked about at all. Like, at all. Not just Pokemon favorite tier list, but like, at all. No one talks about Durant. And the only time they talk about it is with its stupid ability. I love the red eyes Durant has. And I love the lore Durant has. Like, I have no idea on why I love this Pokemon so much. And, like, I just do. Hell, he's not even in Scarlet and Violet. How dare you kick my man Durant from Scarlet and Violet? I want to use my man Durant so bad. Sucks that Durant, I've only used Durant in Sword and Shield, and sadly, since it's a Gen 5 Pokemon, I could only use Durant in Sword and Shield. So much more. Like, I love the bug type. Probably of just this guy. Durant, I am so fond of Durant. I'm glad that no one hates Durant, but like, I'm so fond of Durant. I want to defend Durant over the love I have for this small metal ant. The naming is basic. The design is kind of basic, but I don't care. It's Durant. Everyone knows I love Durant. I made a damn entire tier list of Fakemon Durant. And it's shiny. And it's plush. Just for Durant, mind you. Just Durant. It was a Durant tier list. It was my favorite Pokemon. But Durant will be an awesome Pokemon, and I hope that I never, ever stop thinking about how cool Durant is. Game Freak, please put my man in Scarlet and Violet. Imagine how broken this guy would be. Please, give my man Durant. Bring him back to me. It's only in Gen 6. Gen 8, and that's it. Well, in Gen 5. But, like, he needs to be in more games. I hope Durant finally... I hope the leaks aren't true and Durant can return to me. But, like, until that date, until the future comes, Durant right now will be my third favorite Pokemon. And unless they make... And I hope that it gets, I don't know, a cool regional variant or something. But until then, as it is right now, Durant, third favorite Pokemon. In a very, very high tier. I think, okay, on to the last two. Okay, the number 2 spot. Number 2 spot is Number 2 spot is going to be a Pokemon that is getting some love, but definitely deserves so much more. And I've already talked about this Pokemon. That's my girl, Lurantis. Wasn't for my Ultra Sun playthrough, I would have never seen how amazing Lurantis is. Lurantis is such a unique design, and I love the misconceptions people have with it. I, like many, thought this thing was a bug type. Because, like, it's based on an orchid mantis. Plot twist! This Lurantis is a flower disguised as a bug. That's just so funny to me. I love Lurantis still. Lurantis is such a unique, awesome design. Like, it baffles me that no one ever talks about this. I mean, it has a really good shiny. I love its normal coloration. This plush is just so adorable. It's such a random concept. Like, why did they make a bug-looking Pokemon, but not make it bug type? Like, and it wasn't like unintentionally. Like, this was intentional, and it was part of the design, and it just makes me love Lurantis more. And I'm the only person who probably uses an actual Lurantis. It and Malamar is the only Pokemon with Contrary. And I love that I get to use my girl Lurantis once more. I love Lurantis with all my heart. And it's so cute! It's so adorable! Like, go for cuteness. And To me, Lurantis is the cutest fully evolved Pokemon. Lurantis is such an interesting Pokemon to me that I just wanted to get absolutely more love. I am going to be loving Lurantis, and whenever it gets something more like an awesome regional variant, maybe a new form of some kind, I can't wait to see my girl Lurantis finally get something. Lurantis, like your name, like the L in your name says, I love you, Lurantis. You are my second favorite Pokemon. And I'm probably the only person who puts Lurantis in this spot. You obviously know what my number one favorite Pokemon is. Number one. Let's go. Number one is a Pokemon that I didn't really care about. But to be fair, I actually did know it before I even played Pokemon. Then, something happened. As a 15-year-old, and that would be getting attracted to Gardevoir. Gardevoir, Gardevoir, Gardevoir. This Pokemon has sort of changed me in a way. Like, I don't know what it is, but Gardevoir is just a really big part of my life in a weird kind of way. It's not just Pokemon, but it's personally Gardevoir. I love that Gardevoir is getting the love it gets. It got its own Reddit page, mind you. Like, I don't even think Pikachu has that. But like, Gardevoir brings so much joy and peace to me in a weird way. I think I love Gardevoir because of two things. One, using it in Ultra Sun, which was my first time I used Gardevoir, and Airline Comics. And then I thought, I don't love Gardevoir as in like, oh, you're sexy. I love Gardevoir because it's just so cute, and I love the lore that Gardevoir has protecting its trainer, and even though in a weird way, like, I just love the cool, elegant design of Gardevoir. Its mega shiny is just so beautiful and stunning. Like, I don't see a sexy Pokemon in Gardevoir. I see an elegant, beautiful creature that just warms me whenever I think of Gardevoir. Gardevoir has honestly changed me in a way. Like, I don't know if I should say this right now, but whenever I'm in a bad mood and I have access, I always think of Gardevoir. Like, I don't think a character or a Pokemon had ever had an effect on that with a Pokemon YouTuber. But Gardevoir to me is a Pokemon that I don't make jokes of simping for. I feel like it's ambition and love that I have for this Pokemon. I love using Pokemon. I love that Pokemon understands and how awesome Gardevoir is. Like, I know, like, they gave the Gardevoir 2 new forms, 2.5 because Iron Valiant's both Egolade and Gardevoir, but like, I love Gardevoir. And I hope that it definitely gets a regional variant. That would be beautiful, but like, Gardevoir is not just a Pokemon I like, it's a Pokemon I ambitionally love in both move, pool, status, power, beauty, and weapons. Gardevoir will probably always be my favorite Pokemon. And probably, I think Gardevoir kind of changed me in a way. I don't know if it's true, but like, Gardevoir right now is the reason why I'm still playing Pokemon. And I thank Gardevoir for it. Also, Alpha Gardevoir is just cute. Like, I want to give a hug to that thing. But I love how tall Alpha Gardevoir is. The one thing that I would love to do if I ever had a chance to do something with a fictional character is hug an Alpha Gardevoir. That would probably be the best thing in my life. And also, the best part about it is that this isn't skin. This is an actual dress that it wears. And that's just epic. It's good, and this picture is wrong, but yeah. I just love Gardevoir, and I'm probably always going to love Gardevoir. I'm probably gonna get rid of this plush, but I will always, hopefully love Gardevoir, unless, Pokemon screws up her. But yeah, that was my top 11 favorite Pokemon list. Over the years, it very differed to the point where I even add a starter or legendary, which was kind of weird. But like now, I realize on how awesome some Pokemon are. Definitely would have a legendary and starter, but honestly, I think it's good that I have a Pokemon list that has no starter or legendary. Like, I love starters and I love legendaries, but like, overall, I don't think it's needed. But yes, thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys later. Later this week or next week, I'll definitely make a Pokemon talk about Journeys. But until that video comes out, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. This is gonna take a while to edit. And thank you, Edit Me, for having patience. And I'll see you guys later.